This is Kenya News Update today. What if I told you the world's most powerful leader just demanded gratitude from an entire nation? President Donald Trump has told Canada to be grateful for a massive new U.S. defense system that will, quote, defend them for free. But here's the twist. Canada's Prime Minister just fired back with a warning heard around the world. Coming up, you'll discover the shocking price tag of the Golden Dome, the diplomatic war of words erupting in Davos, and what this means for global security. Meet Prime Minister Mark Carney, a former central banker, a leader of a middle power. On Tuesday, at the World Economic Forum, he delivered a speech that would set the stage for an international showdown. He didn't name names, but he warned that the rules-based order is breaking down as great powers use leverage to coerce allies. He called it a wake-up call, and then something shocking happened the very next day. President Trump took the stage, and he called out Canada by name. We're building a Golden Dome that's just by its very nature, going to be defending Canada. Canada gets a lot of freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your Prime Minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful. Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark. The tension in the room was palpable. A direct challenge from the U.S. president to a key ally. But here's what nobody's talking about. The staggering cost. The Trump administration estimates this Golden Dome missile defense system will cost roughly $175 billion. It uses space-based sensors and interceptors. A Congressional Budget Office report estimated the space interceptors alone could cost between $161 billion and a staggering $542 billion over 20 years. That's more than $500 billion. And the key to it all? Greenland. Trump doubled down on his push to control the island, calling it strategically important. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Canada is invited to participate if they want to pay their share. So it's not a freebie after all. It's an invoice, and then the escalation. In his speech, Carney had already laid down a marker. He reaffirmed Canada's support for Greenland and Denmark's right to determine its own future. This was a direct signal of opposition to the very territorial pressure Trump is applying. The message was clear: Canada will not be strong-armed. Compliance does not guarantee safety. The only path is strength through diversification and respect for sovereignty. This is a seismic shift. For decades, U.S.-Canada defense was assumed. It was the quiet bedrock of North American security. Now it's a public bargaining chip, a $175 billion bargaining chip. Some say Trump is just being a tough negotiator, making allies pay their fair share. Others say this public humiliation of a neighbor shatters the trust that true alliances are built on. But here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't just about money or missiles. It's about a fundamental question. In a world where great powers flex their muscles, do middle powers bow down or stand up? Carney argued they must stand up. Trump demanded they be grateful. So who blinked? The implications are massive. This controversy exposes the raw nerve of modern geopolitics. Is security a shared responsibility or a favor from a superpower? The Golden Dome, a shield meant to protect, has instead become a wedge. And the unanswered question hangs in the air. If Canada says no to paying for the dome, what then? Does the protection vanish? We are witnessing alliance diplomacy played out on a global stage, with real consequences for every nation watching. Do you think allies should be publicly called out for gratitude? Or is President Trump right to demand they pay up? Drop your take in the comments. This was Kenya News Update today. Subscribe for more on the stories shaping our world.